the cloud. Wonderful. So 90-day burst, 90-day run, whatever you want to call it, ultimately is 90 days where you sacrifice what it is you want for the greater good. Okay, so 21 days is normally what you create a habit. If you do something for 21 days consistently, and if anyone that's got their teeth whitened, there's normally a scheme where you have to go consistently. And if you mess one day, you have to go back to the start. All right. So you can compress what you thought would take a year, 2 years, 3 years, compress it in 90 days. Give all your effort, all your time. Anyone that jumps on Bell's call last week, if you give all your effort, all your sacrifice to 90 days, the same way when you catch a flight and you're on the plane, right? The plane uses all of its energy for 90 days, and for the rest of the duration of the journey, it pretty much glides. It's the same with this business. Run it up for 90 days. I'm not telling you to glide for the rest of 2025, but that's the whole point, where you create enough momentum where your business now thrives for the rest of the year. Okay, cool. Now, before we get into any of that, it won't mean anything for you guys if you do not know why you are here. And I don't mean here on this Zoom call. I don't mean here in Gifu. I mean why you're still alive today. Why did God decide to the amount of people that didn't wake up this morning? Why are you still here? Now, I want you to ask yourself, have you connected the dots and looked at it as maybe I'm here for something bigger, hence why my story, hence why my life is still existent? And not a lot of people look at it like that. If I was to give you guys right now, and I said to you guys, I'm going to give you guys 10 million, right? If I was to give you guys 10 million, how would you feel? Everyone drop in the chat. I'll give you 10 million cash, right? I'll give you 10 million cash right now. How would you guys feel? Tell me how you guys would feel in the chat. Man said, up, sir. I'm crying. I am crying. Up, sir. Explode, right? Elated. Wow. I didn't do English language, so that one was a new one. Great, okay? However, on one condition, you do not wake up tomorrow. Drop a 1 if you're taking the dough, and drop a 2 if you feel good. All right? Drop a 1 and drop a 2 if it's okay. Right? Okay, most 2s. Right? Anyone that puts a 1, damn, goddamn. You might not heard what I was saying, right? Which means that your time is more precious than 10 million. But most people give their whole life for money. So money's not really what you want. What you want is time. What you want is the ability to travel, the ability to share time with loved ones, the ability to do what you want. That's ultimately what we want. Don't get caught in the midst of chasing the money, guys. And this goes for trading, this goes for most things. Most people just chase life for the money. And those that do chase money, they get everything they want, the cars, the clothes, whatever it may be, the watches. They're still internally empty. They turn depressed, they turn to drugs, next minute, suicidal. Okay. So I want you guys, if you haven't already, think and understand and try and piece together your life. What I've managed to do now at this point is I've pieced together from when I was young, why things happened, why it went this way, to where I am now today, and it makes sense. It makes sense. I know my reason why I'm here today. Okay, but what is your reason why? And the best analogy is when we do calls and I build relationships with people when they join the business. I ask them, "What's your reason why?" And the first thing they say, "I want to make money, or generational wealth, or financial freedom." If I got a pound for every person that said that, I'd have a couple mil, right? But if, for example, you're at the top of the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world, and there is a 1 centimeter bridge. Let's just say to another Burj Khalifa, for example, there's two Burj Khalifas and there's 1 centimeter bridge. If there was 10 million on the other side of the bridge, not many people on this call would walk it. Why? Because it's not worth it. It's not worth it. But let me change what's on the other side of the end of the bridge. Let's just say your grandma's there, or your mum's there, or your son's there, or your daughter's there, or someone that you dearly love. Most people would probably take the risk because it's worth it. If their life's on the line, it's worth it. And I'm telling you guys now, if you do not find a strong enough reason why you are here today, especially with the company, especially with the platform, especially with the opportunity, you're not going to be here 90 days from now. Okay. The reason why I'm still here, guys, going into my 5th year in entrepreneurship is because my reason why is not about me. I do not need to do this call. I do not need to pour into people. I do not need to, but I have to because that's my calling. That's my purpose. And it's a lot bigger than myself. I know there's so many people out there that need to hear my story. They need to know that it's possible. They need an opportunity. If I was to gatekeep, that's why the world is the way it is. Everyone's so selfish. The world is selfish. Most people are selfish. I'm sharing an opportunity with you where there's more actually in it for you than it is for me. But you want to go and ask me, well, what's it in for you? What's in it for you? This is why people live how they live. This is why people live the way they live. They don't understand. They don't understand how this world works. There's no way you can give or you can serve and not return. You will not get a return of investment. It's impossible. Whether it's this life, afterlife, there's no way you can give opportunity, wisdom, pour into people and not have some sort of return. Okay. Now, when you do come into this organization, guys, and you do come into this business, most of us has come from an employee or a job, employee mindset or a job. Drop a 2 in the chat if you currently work a job. There's nothing wrong with it. I've had many of them, but we're not there anymore. All right. Drop a 2 if you currently work a job. Okay. Now, what I need you guys to understand is the schooling system was built so that you can become a worker, if you didn't know already. Right in the 1900s, the early 1900s, when the World War started, and oh, sorry, just finished, there was a lot of work that had to be done. So they said, cool, let's create the schooling system, the education system. It's not a coincidence, guys, that it starts at 9, it finishes at 3, and so does most people's 9 to 5. Okay, so from schooling, we was programmed to become workers. I never did well in school. I never got along with in school. I didn't do well at any job because it's just there's something within me that doesn't align with being told what to do, number one, right? And being told how to think or what to think, should I say, right? So when you come into this opportunity, leave your job mentality at the door, please. Now, what I mean by that is normally at a job, you have to ask some people, right? Some people have to ask to go to the toilet. Some people have to ask to go on holiday. Some people have to ask for certain things. In entrepreneurship, you have to use your initiative. When you ask so much, you don't use your initiative. You don't think for yourself. In this opportunity, I need you guys to use your initiative. We all have it. We just maybe haven't worked the muscle enough because we've been told what to do our whole lives, right? The day this world will change is when most people stand up, right? When everyone stands up and you realize you have a purpose, you have an initiative, you actually have control, you're not always going to be told what to do. And I'm not telling you guys what to do on this call. I'm not telling you guys what to do. You can do what you want, right? We're all entrepreneurs. We're all business owners. I'm just telling you stuff that will get you quicker results. Okay. Now, the best way I can put this opportunity, guys, is that it is a personal self-development course alongside a compensation plan. I'm going to say that again. This is a personal self-development course. Trading will personally develop you. It will break you down, right? There's nothing on this world that has, excuse me, that has exposed me more than trading. Trading has mashed me up, but it's allowed me to become the person I am today, and I'm grateful for it. Right. So even away from the trading, network marketing, the whole company, the whole environment, it's a personal self-development course attached with a compensation plan to it. Okay. So what it means is that the company says, look, if you feel this is beneficial, if you feel these calls are not part of GFU. Not everyone in this organization, not everyone in GFU does these calls. You guys are just part of a great organization. Okay. But they decide that if you're happy with what it is you have, you can get rewarded by sharing things. We do it on a daily basis. If I ask you guys, where's the last restaurant you went to? You might say Nando's or whatever it is. I spoke to someone earlier today. I said, give me a restaurant you went to. You went to a Chinese restaurant. I said, how was the experience? He said, it was nice, man. Like, I'll definitely try it out. So people are good to advertise when they don't get paid. But now you're in an opportunity where you can get paid by just talking what you do anyway. People don't want to do it for whatever reason. Okay. Now, for you to be successful, guys, all of us probably at first was interested in making money. Okay, you might have went on the internet, you might have went on TikTok, you might have went on Instagram, and you was interested in finding another source of income. Interested and committed are two different ball games. If you're interested in making money, guys, you're not going to be here long. If you're committed in making money, if you're committed is in helping your reason why, if you're committed in changing your life, I said I'm committed to this industry 3 to 5 years because I'd seen enough. I'd seen myself make £100 from my phone when I was in my Tesco van, in my Tesco delivery van. I started my shift. I made £100. I'd seen it. I said, damn, I'm going to commit to the 3 to 5 years to try and master this skill set. I went to events. I went to company conventions. I saw young black men on stage making 250,000 a month. I said, damn, I'm going to commit myself to this industry for the next 3 to 5 years. If you're interested, someone else will dangle a golden carrot elsewhere, and you're going to be interested in that, and you're going to be interested in that, and you're not going to be here long. Okay. Now, when I work with people directly when it comes to this opportunity, I always make it very, very clear. All right. I make it very, very clear. If I, for 1 minute, if I, for one moment, feel like I want to help you more than you want to help yourself, you will not see me phoning your phone as much as I was. You will not see me giving you as much time as I was before. How this works, guys, it's a 51% relationship from the mentees, the person that's brand new, the person that wants to change their life, but they're not in a situation where they currently have, and a 49% from people that have the results. Right. And this is not a negative, this is not patronizing, this is not an egotistical standpoint, guys. It's understanding that we are all students, we are all mentees, but you can't ever have mentorship if you don't understand the role of a mentee. Okay, a mentee is the person that's always asking questions, always wants to know information, always wants to get to the next level, always being a student. Right? If you are not a student, guys, you are not going to survive, because the person that thinks he knows it all actually don't know anything. One of the wealthiest people in the world, some of the billionaires in the world, right? They are the most coachable because they know that one conversation or someone else can teach them a new philosophy or a new thought or a new something new. When I was growing up and I was in high school, etc., I used to be the smart ass. I used to think I know had all the answers. I always spoke first. I had the first answer. Now, when I go into certain rooms, I'm probably the last person to speak because I know that I don't know. I know I don't know everything. I didn't know that making 10K a month was as easy as it can be in this platform. So when you get to it, you realize, right, how easy must it be to make 100K a month? Or 50K a month or 250,000 a month, because that's what's happening. If you lot don't know, if you're not aware, you're in an industry, you're in a platform where people are making up to 500,000 a month in their sleep. That's just one income. You're in a platform, you're around people where their highest income was 2 million a month. Drop a two if you know anyone that you could phone right now. If you could message someone right now or get me on the phone to someone that makes 2 million a month, drop a two if you have that person. Joey, stop playing, man. Right? Most people don't. Okay, but you guys are in a platform where you do and you can. All right. So sacrifice what you are for what you will become. This is a huge identity crisis for a lot of people with this platform, and that's why I love it. Because if you're not growing, you're dying. You never stay at the same level. Some of us, we leave high school and we leave college and we leave university, and we think because we're getting older, we become better. No, your age goes up, but unfortunately, unless you personally develop manually, it's not automatic. Unless you manually change, you actually go down. You become dumber, you become more ignorant, you become more everything negative ultimately. You never stay the same. A plant, it never stays the same. It's either going to grow and it's going to flourish, or it's just going to die. And I don't mean literally you're going to die, but you may as well, right? Because you're not doing anything. You're not at your best potential. And I need you guys for these next 90 days, for those that are bought in or those that haven't bought in, but you're deciding to leave your current self for your better version. We can always do better. No one can tell me on this call that they're their best version, else you wouldn't be on this call. Okay? So find out why you're here. Understand you're gonna now shed a new layer of yourself because everyone has it. Everyone has a better level of themselves. It's just understanding that and understanding, okay, how do I get there? And I'm telling you guys right now, a 90-day game plan is the best thing for you to do. Okay? Cool. So, for anyone taking notes, I need you guys to understand there's 3 M's you need to master in this opportunity, in life generally. Okay, the first one is master your mind. I asked this question the other day to the leaders. We had a training, okay, in person, and I said, are you in control of your mind, or is your mind in control of you? I know the answer to most people's to that question, because all you have to do is look at your life. Are you in control or is your mind in control? Do you say you're going to wake up at a certain time or does your mind say, no, you're not, bro, you're going back to bed? Or does it say you're going to the gym, but your mind says, nah, bro, let's sit at home and watch the telly? Does your mind tell you, you tell your mind, I'm not going to trade today. I'm not going to over leverage today. This is my last trade for today. Two twos now. Your mind says, nah, click the button, click the buy. It's going up. It's going down, right? Most of us are not in control as much as you think you are. Okay. Next is master your mouth. And I say this as in not from a um the only standpoint I'm coming from when it says master your mouth is there is life and death in the tongue, which means what you speak, you bring to life, good or bad. Be very, very careful with what you say, jokey or not. There's no joke. Some people say, oh, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. How many times have you said, oh, I'm an idiot? Like you're actually programming yourself and you're bringing life into the words to now you believing you're an idiot. Be very, very careful with what you say. The same way you can bring death with the words, for example, you can also bring life into your words. Okay. 95% of things in life we can control. We can't control. Okay. But the most important thing, guys, is how you react. I'm gonna say that again. 95% of things in life, right? It comes down to how you react. Okay, we all go through the same things. There's no one on this call that can unmute themselves and say they've gone through something. I know because I've spoken to so many people and I've built my network very, very largely over the last couple of years. I know people that have no parents. They have no mum and dad. Their mum and dad passed away very, very young and they're successful. And I've got another individual that similar scenario, but they quit and they use that as an excuse as to why they can't. Right? I've got a guy online. He's an entrepreneur. He's got no legs. He's got one arm and one finger. He's a multi-millionaire. He couldn't control the fact that he was born with no legs and no arms. But what he did is reacted and said, you know what? My story needs to get out there so that people that do have two legs and two arms can't even complain. Okay. And the last one is master your money. Do you work for your money or does your money work for you? Unfortunately, you have to probably start working for money, but you're going to get to a stage and you want to get to a stage where your money now works for you. Okay, guys, doing overtime and getting an extra job is not going to help your situation. It might help you for the 1 month of your bill, but it's not going to help your situation long term. This is long term. Anyone that's coming to this with a mindset of less than 18 months, you're playing yourself because how many years did you work that job you didn't like? How many years did you attend university that you didn't like, but you did it for your parents? How many years did you give time to a spouse that you knew you deserve better, but you can't give 18 months for yourself and your reason why? Make it make sense. Okay. Moving on. Four mental enemies that everyone will face. Okay. Especially in business. Like I said, 90 days is not for trading. You're not going to become a millionaire in 90 days, guys. Sorry to break it to you. Right. The 90 days is specifically for the business model, which everyone on this call, especially if you work a job, you can't afford to turn it down. I didn't understand this concept when I joined because I didn't understand it. When you don't understand, you become ignorant to information. Right now, the four mental enemies, because the reason why I love this business, guys, is you are in control of your income. So if you're successful, anyone that's successful, right? All the successful stories you guys have heard from this organization, that was because they did what they should have done. I don't take credit for anyone's success. But the same way, if you are not successful here and there are people that are successful, guess whose fault it is? Yours. And it's the only two difference between the two individuals, guys, is the mental enemies that either they was aware of or they wasn't aware of. After today's call, you guys are going to be aware of the mental enemies. Okay. Now, the first one is rejection. This is, I need you guys to look at it as rejection is your vitamins for the day. For everyone that's an affiliate on this call, for anyone that wants to become a business owner on this call, for anyone that is a business owner, you understand that rejection is part of the process. It's your vitamins. You should want to get rejected. You need to get rejected, else you're not going to survive. Every no, every time someone told me no when I started this business, guys, that was just ammunition for me to now go harder. It was brownie points. If you said no to me, cool, say no more. Next person. No. All right, cool. All right, cool. It was continuous. It was my vitamins. And all it's done is it's built a rhinoceros skin where nothing's personal. Nothing's personal. It's strictly business. But most people want a business. Most people want to be their own boss. Most people want to be a CEO. Most people don't want to have a boss, but you're not built for it. Why? Because you haven't taken the first step of understanding rejection is great. You need rejection. Okay. Next, you have deception, right? People are going to lie to your face, right? People are going to lie to your face, not because they're liars, not because they're being malicious, not because they're being spiteful, right? It's just that they've lied to themselves as well. They've already lied to themselves. I'm sure you guys know someone that has lied to themselves so much they've actually now believed the lie. Like they've actually said something to themselves so much they now like. There's some people that think they can sing. Like there's some people that genuinely think they have a good voice and they can sing. Why? Because they've sang in the shower numerous times and they now think they're the good they're the bollocks, right? People will lie to themselves. People will come into this, and I've heard it every single time. Every single person that I speak to. What's your reason why? Generational wealth. I want to retire my friends and family. I want to sacrifice. I want to financial freedom. A month later, I see they left the chat. Where are you going, bro? Where are you going? I thought you said this and I thought you said that. I understand the game. At first I didn't, but I understand people are going to lie to themselves. And there's people on this call that you're lying to yourself at the moment. You're saying you're all in, you're saying you're sacrificing, you're saying you're doing this, you're saying you want this. You'll stop lying to yourself, bro. Right? The next one is attrition. More people will quit than stay. I was told from the very, very start in this business, more people in any business, more people are going to quit than stay. 90 days from now, how many are on this call? There's 59 of us. Half of you are not going to be here 3 months from now. But from my perspective, when I had seen that it makes money, you guys have all made money. When I had seen that people are making 10, 20K a month and you've met them in person, I understood if I quit, it's not because it doesn't work. It's because I couldn't master myself. I couldn't fight the personal battles within myself. And if I can't fight the personal battles within myself, when it comes to down the line, when I got a family and I've got kids and I've got a wife and I've got actual real life scenarios happening, guess what I'm going to do as well then? I'm also going to quit. I'm also going to quit. And quitters never win, and a winner will never quit. A quitter will never win. If you guys are in this business, which you all are, imagine this: the only way for you to not win is by not quitting. The only way for you to win is just don't quit because it works. I'm no better than you. I've just done more reps. I've failed more. I've lost more money. I've lost more. I've had more rejections. I've had more people lie to me. I've had more people quit on me. I've had more people stab me on the back. That's the only reason why. But for especially men on this call, this is a mental battle that you need to fight yourself. You can't quit. How can you quit? And where are you gonna go? I always say to people, look, if you're going somewhere else, send me the link. Like wherever you're going, put me on, please. Sign me up. I want to do what it is you're doing. But most people don't go to where they're going better. They go to where they now settle for less. They go back to the job that they said they didn't want to do. Or they use the job as to why they now can't do this. So you join so you can get out your job. But two twos now, you want to use the job why you can't do it. You joined to get out of your job. But you're now going to say, I can't do this anymore because my job takes up all my time. How does that make sense? That is insanity. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense, right? And the last one is apathy, where their dream died on their way to their destination. They started this journey. Their dream was, I want to do this, I want to do that. But along the way, it's just now hope. It's just now a faint dream. It's now a faint dream. I see it all the time. It's so sad to see. Like it's actually sad to see. Like I see so many people that the job of on a mentors and any, excuse me, any leaders on this call, a true mentor is realizing and seeing value in someone and getting it out of them, realizing potential in people they don't see in themselves. I see so many people, young, old, doesn't matter the age, that have so much potential. I'm thinking, raw, like if you actually take this serious, like you will make way more money than I'm currently making. It won't take you to make as much money quick, as long, sorry. But all they do is they listen to someone in their ear and they listen to someone else here and they easily get swindled and they now settle for less. 4 years later, 3 years later, the ego is still existing as well, which is crazy. Ego just stands for edging God out, right? And when you edge it out, God out, normally someone else comes in. Okay, cool. Skills to get good at. This is for everyone on this call because everyone. This whole project we're working on, guys. It's a lot bigger than what you think. Our goal is by the end of the year to have 2,500 people in the organization. We want to help and impact 2,500 people. Every single one of you currently play a part. You just don't know it yet. Some may play a part more than others, but you all have permission. You all can take the initiative to also be a part of what we currently have going on. Okay. So the skills to get good at is become a mentee. It's actually a skill set, like study it. How to become a good mentee. What does a good mentee do? What are the traits? What are the characteristics of a mentee? Okay. Next is product utilization, which I'm going to touch on. Personally recruiting. Okay. This is a business at the end of the day. We get paid for two things, bringing people on board and showing them how to get paid. Okay. Getting customers result, converting customers to affiliates. This is a bit more advanced. Presenting, closing, but I say advanced. I was doing all of this when I had no one in the team. I was by myself on the Zoom call. There's someone on the Zoom call that they're by themselves. They haven't come to the office. They don't really know if this works. But I was that person, but I didn't have an alternative. People act like they have an alternative, right? So let's dive into product utilization. Okay. I need you guys to really, really get good at Trendwave and Killshot. Okay. If you made some money over the past 2 weeks from trades that we've sent out, whether it be myself, Toyosi, Sammy, just drop a one in the chat. I'm gonna show you guys something as well. Let me stop recording, right? Right. Just from, right, and it's crazy to see this, yeah. Just from Killshot and Trendwave, okay? I'm gonna show you guys this week. So this is from Sunday night, right? Everyone took that Bitcoin trade on Sunday, right? Just from Killshot and Trendwave, okay? This is on my funded, of course, but all the risk management is there. I don't know if you guys can see this, right? Can you guys see that? Right, no, you can't. Right? That's from Sunday. Just using Trendwave and Killshot. Okay. I've kept correct risk management, but just to prove to you guys, that's not to boast, that's not to anything negative, just to inspire you guys that you need to use the products and services because they work. No one on this call can unmute and say it doesn't work. And even if you do think, or you may not sure if it works, there's too much evidence for you to not believe it. Okay, and that's just from Killshot and Trendwave. That's not my own analysis. If anything, the only losses I took on Sunday was from my own analysis. Okay, cool. So we also have copy and paste. Um, we also have copy and paste trading from educators, right? From the 8th as well, which is tomorrow, we have what we call tap to trade introduced, which is going to be an absolute game changer. All right. So what that is you connect your broker to the GFU app and they will send the educators that are taking their trades on their own account. They will also be taking it on your account. An absolute game changer. For anyone that don't know, for anyone that don't understand, all of our educators, they have to have at least a 75% win rate for them to be on our platform, else they're not going to be allowed. With this new launch, so many educators got the sack because they couldn't keep up with a certain standard of profitability. Okay, so you're taking trades from educators that have the proof that they know what they're doing. Okay, we also have a travel platform, right? As you guys know, I've been traveling the whole of March. I used the travel platform a few times and it saved me some money, right? Social Media Academy. Any ladies on this call and men, right? But ladies on this call, you guys should be making money from TikTok and Instagram. My face and your face on Instagram, most people are going to click on your face. Let's be honest. Okay, we also have real estate. I met a guy, one of the educators in Germany, right? Big time successful person within the industry. There's a real estate academy, right? And we also have leadership. Leadership is probably one of the highest paid skills in the world, alongside sales. So you guys have the ability, the resources to become successful and make money. I just need you to get very, very good at doing it. Okay. Cool. So I want to talk about numbers because for a lot of people, numbers make sense. Like just give me the numbers, right? That's how I am. Give me the numbers and I'll make my own decision from there. Now, on the left-hand side, I'm going to show you what the risk to reward, what you pay to start network marketing. Okay. So we all paid similar prices, $250 for the products and services. Now, whether we promote it, whether you become an affiliate or not, we make money from the products and services. Okay. So that's the investment. Let's just say $250. To become an affiliate, to become a distributor, to become a brand ambassador for Gifu, is $15 for you to start. I don't have any employees. I don't have no overheads other than ones that I choose to, the office, incentives, whatever it may be. And we market for free on TikTok and Instagram. Now, we've been with Gifu specifically for a month now, just over a month, maybe 5 weeks. We as an organization, we have generated the company 42,000 monthly revenue within the last 5 weeks. They've decided to reward myself with 10K profit. So that's just one business model idea. Okay. Now, the right-hand side, I'm going to show you a traditional business that I had. I had a clothing line. Okay. Now, to start a clothing line, everyone wants a clothing line, not because you love clothes, you just want to start a business, right? Because it sounds great, it's easy, but you have no idea with the cons. Okay, I paid around $3,000 for the products and services, the clothing, the materials, the whole batch, right? Half of the batch actually that I paid for was damaged, so I didn't get a refund. So that's already $3K down the drain, or 1.5 down the drain. I then had to pay for marketing ads on Spotify and YouTube and Facebook. That's another 1,000. I then have a Spotify website where I'm paying $50 a month. I had to pay some friends that I had help me when it comes to the designing and the marketing and taking pictures. And then I had to book a storage room, the yellow storage room, right, to store all the stuff. 2 years it took to to get even close to break even when it comes to that. And most businesses, if you look at the schedule, most businesses are not profitable until 3 gone years, and that's even if they don't quit. And most of the money that you're probably making goes back into the business anyway. So that's just two business models. And I know there's business owners on this call or people that have a drop a one in the chat if you currently have a business. If you currently have a business on this call. Okay. And drop a two if you would like to have a business. Right? Most people would have a business. Guys, I'm telling you right now, you're not going to find a better business model. In Munich, I spoke to so many wealthy individuals. You guys saw Jay Bonham. He had 6 million live in his trading account. He still does network marketing, right? Daniel Lopez, we had a call the other day. He showed his £3 million crypto portfolio. Still does network marketing, right? Alex Morton, like all of these wealthy individuals. How do wealthy people want to do it and broke people don't want to do it? Or people that don't have a lot of money, or people that don't or want to get out of their job, don't want to do network marketing. It doesn't make sense. You're not thinking the right way, guys. Do as wealthy do, and you will have what they have. How can we want what wealthy have and we don't will do what they do? It doesn't make sense. This is when my mind started to change. I said, Josh, stop being an idiot. Stop being, you stop listening to yourself. You joined this because you're not happy with the money you're making. You're not happy the fact that you have to wake up at 5 a.m. for a next man. I wasn't happy with that. So how can I keep on listening to myself and saying, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this? And there's mentors telling me, do it. It's going to help you. Do it. It's going to get you out of your job. Do it. You can make an extra income stream. Do it. You're going to become a better trader. I wouldn't be able to make that money I've just made, guys, on my trading account if I wasn't doing network marketing. I wouldn't be able to because the financial pressure is too much. Some of us have a £50 account, £100 account, and you don't want to build a business that costs $15 a month. It does not make sense, guys. Change the way you think. All right. Now, I also want to show you guys what I was shown 5 years ago. Okay. Now, most people, like I said on this call, you guys work a job, and I'm not downplaying a job. I'm not downplaying you guys. Please don't take it the wrong way with what I'm saying or how I'm saying it. Just listen to what I'm trying to get, listen to the message I'm trying to get across to actually help you. The left-hand side, my highest ever paying job was £12.50 an hour. Okay. £12.50 an hour. So if you work £20 an hour, looking back now, yeah, I would have taken that job. That's a great job. Okay. Most people work full time, 40 hours a week. That's an extra £800 a week, 3,200 monthly, 40K a year. That's double the average in the UK. And that amount is before tax. Drop a two if you'd like to become a millionaire. If you'd like to become the first, I've never had a millionaire in my family. If you'd like to become a millionaire within your family, drop a two in the chat. Okay, drop a two if you'd like to be the first millionaire, you'd like to be a millionaire in your family. With this paycheck, with this job that is looked at in the average world as great, 40K a year, oh my gosh, I'm doing backflips. No, bro, we're trying to make that in a month, right? It would take you 25 years to make your first million, and that is before tax and without spending a penny. So really and truly, you're running around naked and you're not eating nothing, and you ain't got a yard. And maybe you'll get to a million a bit quicker. So really and truly, you're not going to make a million anytime soon. And even if you double that, let's just say you make 80K a year from your job, and that's before tax again. It's going to take you still 13 years, 15 years to make a million. And all you're doing during that period is you're exchanging hard labor, time that you can't get back, and you're unhappy whilst doing it. Most people don't work their job because they love what they do. Unless you're a nurse and you like helping people, you're doing it for the fulfillment, but you're still not happy with the paycheck. So you're not happy, right? You're not happy. All right, sorry guys, let me just charge this before my laptop dies. 1 second, bear with. All right, bear with me, family. I just need to charge my laptop before it dies, and we're in trouble. Hold up.
In the meantime, family, while Josh is obviously charging his laptop, drop some fire emojis for him, please. Drop some fire emojis for him, please. The value in this is crazy. Crazy, family. I said 11 grand. Please don't sleep on this. Please do not sleep on this. If you haven't started the 90 days yet, if this call does not want you to be part of the 90 days, boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. I don't know, family. I don't know, but hopefully he can get his laptop charged very soon because, yeah, this call got me fired up. This call got me fired up. We need you, Josh. Where are you?
Coming down, go and sit. All right, Medea. Right, cool. New location, right? New location, same value. Right, let's get it. Cool. Um, uh, cool. Right. Where's my thing? Right, no more trading. Come off the trading. Uh, right, you guys should see my screen right now. And we should be live and direct. Cool. So, where was I? Right, cool. So, you're exchanging your hard labor time, and you're not happy. As I said, people may work in an NHS, you may work helping people. That's fantastic. We do the same thing. We help people. We get the same feeling of fulfillment, but we do get paid money, which is fantastic. All right. So that's your plan. That's the plan they gave us. That's the plan we was told from high school, from parents. Go and get a job. Da, 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 da. We've been lied to. They've been lied to. We now have to now do something about that, else previous generations and previous generations to come are also going to be lied to. Now, listen to this plan I was told 5 years ago. I was told this plan 5 years ago. All right. You've got 12 months. Right now we're in April. And this is at a slow, snail, part-time work rate. Most people on this job, you have a full-time. So if you was to become an affiliate, if you was to build a business, if you was to do a 90-day game plan, it would be part-time. Part-time is anywhere from an hour to 2 to 3, 4 hours a day. Okay. I said to you, you have a year, okay, to help 10 people join, right? Which is one a month. In this business, the compensation plan, if you have 10 people in your business, you're now at a monthly income of $700 a month. Plus bonuses, let's just round it up to 9,000 a year. That's on top of your job. Okay, so whatever you earn yearly right now from your job, let's just add another extra 9,000 on top as a part-time income. And remember, during this, you're still trading. So you might be making an extra 1,000 a month. £50 a day is 1,000 a month. So you now have got it to, let's just say, an extra 12K on top. So you've now pretty much got 20K on top of your income whilst doing this part-time. Okay, we've got a lot of individuals that understand the phases that I spoke to them about when they first joined. 3 months, 90 days, you'll see the value. 6 months, you leave your job. 18 months, you never work a job again. Nathan, Joey, Rio, Melando, right? There's so many people that are now doing this full time in less than a year. Okay, year 2. This is a duplication game. What I'm doing here right now, guys, is trying to teach you 5 years of experience in less than an hour. Well, not really, but you get my point. It's a duplication game. This is the only industry I am aware of where people that make more money than you not need you to win, want you to win so that everyone can win. If you can show your 10 individuals you've now helped into the business, what you just did in a year, 10 times 10, it's a duplication game. This is an adult's game of Simon Says where we get paid a lot of money. Year 2, you now have 100 people in your business. In this company, the compensation plan, if you have 100 people in your business, they reward you with 5K a month residually. That is enough for most people to leave their job. Most people don't earn 5K a month from their job. So year 2, you not only now impacted 100 people, you not only now bought your time back because you're full-time, you not only now have more money to trade with, you're in a good position. Year 3, you do the exact same process. You work with each individual. You now have maybe 10 leaders in your business. Each 10 leader help 10 in their business. You now have a duplication system where year 3, you have 1,000 people in your business. In this company, 25K a month is the reward. 4 years, you guys can see where I'm going with this. 4 years down the line, 10K people, 100K a monthly. 5 years, 100,000 people in your business. You now can earn $1 million a month. Now, someone on this call is thinking, who earns $1 million a month? I could phone a few people that earn $1 million a month. It's possible. It's all as the numbers make sense and someone's done it. That's all I need. Give me the work, give me the numbers, give me someone that's done it so I know it's possible for me. I'll do it. Which one would you rather? Your plan, which takes 25 years to put down $1 million, maybe, or a plan where if you work hard for 5 years, you could make $1 million a month. This is residuals as well. So after year 3 or year 4, you're probably not even working as hard. Let's be honest. And it's like any business. Jeff Bezos don't work hard now because he has to, he chooses to, but he don't have to. Any business that's successful, they get to a stage where their first year or their first 2 years, they was working their ass off. But they built a business, which is a business is just systems or people that work towards the same goal that happen to benefit you. And the icing and the cherry and the sprinkles and the chocolate sauce and everything is the fulfillment. Because they always say it's lonely at the top. No, bro, it's lonely if you do it by yourself. Us as an organization, we are an organization where we are all going to be winning. I need you lot to vision the end of the year, the end of the 90 days. And we say, you know what? F it. Let's just go Dubai. Let's just go Thailand. Let's just get a villa in Bali. And let's just work out there. Let's just help people out there. Let's just do what we want. Da, da, da. Like, I've seen it. It's happening. It's done. It's who's coming along. ultimately. So you can decide what plan. I saw this plan. I saw the left hand side. That's what mum and dad said. Mum and dad said get a job. Da, 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 go and work for da 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 da. Cool. And then I got someone that I don't really know. I haven't known them for long. Right? We haven't got an intimate personal relationship. I don't know their parents, but they have the results financially. And by them telling me this, like there's actually more in it for me because I want to get on my job. He's doing what he's doing anyway. He's doing what he's doing. He's going where he's going. But I need this as well. That's how I looked at it. I said, yeah, the person that showed me at the time was making 10K a month. I didn't know her personally, but she was coaching me from afar, and she gave me this game plan. Until this day, it sticks with me. And this is at a slow work rate, right? We're gonna hit level 3 in 6 months with this plan. So this plan, level 3, we're gonna have 1,000 people minimum in the next 6 months in this organization. Okay. So what does getting results look like for anyone on this call? Someone on this call thinking, Josh, I need to get results. I need to make money. Da, da, da. Guys, you don't. Promise you, you don't. I thought that. I said, I need to make results to tell people about this. I need to see if it works for me. Again, selfish standpoint, right? But anyway, I did that. So when I did make money and I now started to tell friends and family, what do you think they said to me? Josh, why didn't you tell me when you started, bro? Like I actually needed money. I wanted to get into trading. I haven't got enough money. I want to get out of my job. You've been doing this for 6 months and you didn't tell me because of what? You wanted to make money first. How selfish. That's my experience. I also had an experience where I didn't tell people. And then all of a sudden now, my friends and people that I know are now joining other people in the team. Strangers went to them when I was their friend. Strangers went to them, got them in the business, and now I missed out on people that was in my business. I thought I had to make all the money. I thought I had to be the main guy. And even when I did make the money, guess what? They still never joined anyway. So they don't even, people don't need results. No one showed me results for me to say yes to change my life. Yes, I heard testimonies, I heard stories, but no one had to get out a trading account. No one just did what I did for me to believe that is possible. But I know people are on this call. You guys need to see things to believe. Most people need to see to believe. Most people don't believe in God. You never seen God, so you don't believe. That's not how it works. You need to have something called faith, which is not seeing. Right? Now, a result for anyone on this call. That could be one sign up. If you signed up one person to this platform, drop a 1 in the chat. If you signed up one person on this in this organization, drop a 1 in the chat. Okay, wonderful. You guys have got a result. Congratulations. Drop a 1, a 2 in the chat if you've taken a trade on your demo account. If you're on your demo, this is your day 1, you're on your week 1 or your week 2, and you've taken a trade, right? On your demo account. Drop a 2. Congratulations. That's a result. You've now made a live trade. You haven't made a lot of money, right? You haven't made a lot of money, but you made a percentage gain. You grew your account by 10%. I've just grown my account by 11%. Some of you guys make 11% in a day as well. The only difference is the bank account, the trading account size, which is why we build the business and you do other things to have a better trading account. If you made a withdrawal, I always tell people if anyone taking notes and you're live, my best suggestion, if you have not got paid from trading yet, is work out what your most expensive or your most annoying bill is. Break that down per week, break that down per day, and as soon as you get that money, withdraw and pay your bill. I promise you, you will never look at money and time the same. I remember when I first made a withdrawal, and I think I paid my phone bill, and I was just like, right, I actually just printed out money. Like I actually just got money out of thin air. Money doesn't even exist, and that's a whole other conversation. But I literally just made money. I just made money. Like, where did this come from? I just clicked two buttons. I withdrew. I pay. So Wesley. So anyone that's live and you haven't made a withdrawal, work out what your most annoying or most expensive bill is. So if your car insurance, your house bill, whatever bill is difficult when it comes around to paying it, break that down. Okay. If it's £400, that's your car insurance for the month. You say to yourself, this next month, I'm going to make so it's like £100. I'm going to make £20 a day. You guys, if you're on a demo and you're trading, you know how easy it is to make £20 a day. You might make £40. Okay, cool. £20 a day. That's £100 a week. That's £400 a month. Withdraw your money and pay your bills. Understand, guys, especially with trading, the money you make is not yours until it lands in your crypto or bank account. So many of us say, I want to grow my account. I want to grow my account. I want to grow my account. But you ain't paid yourself one. You're not in a position to grow your account. Take the money, like think of it as like a cash and grab. Snatch and what they call it, cash, is it cash and grab or snap? You guys get what I'm saying, right? If you just got the money out of the market, take that money, bounce, withdraw it, boom, quickly. Every week, restart it. If you start a £500 account or £200 account, make your 2 bills in a week, withdraw it Friday, go again. If you can't do it again, it was luck. At least you made the £200. I see so many people just recycle their money, and you may as well be on a demo account at this point. Snatch and grab, right? Grab the money and bounce. Bounce. Okay. If you hit a rank, there's many people in this organization, you've hit a rank. It took me 6 months to hit my first rank. 6 months to hit my first rank. I had to only bring in 3 people. 6 months, I couldn't do it. Okay. And then the next step is obviously 5 levels of leadership, which is a whole nother conversation, which is when you get to Bells's level where he now changes company and 10,000 people come along with him, that's a pinnacle leader. Okay, that's a pinnacle leader. He leaves the company. He was making 100K a month. He dropped 100K a month income. He said, I'm going to stop this income and I'm going to go somewhere else and build it again. Whoever comes, comes. Bells didn't have to convince me. I said, bro, send me the link. Send me the link. I trust you. I know you have your best intentions. I know you're a great leader. I know you've poured into me. You've helped me out a lot. Send me the link. Right? People development is where someone has helped you change the way you see yourself and they personally helped you develop. Okay, that's a level 4 leader. A level 3 leader is when you come in and you get your results. So cool, let me help you get to the first rank. Let me help you make a withdrawal. Let me help you make money trading. Level 2 is permission. Okay, let's get to know each other a little bit. And you're not following me or because you have to. You're following me because we have some sort of relationship. And the level 1 leadership is a manager. No matter how many managers I had, your little name tag on your chest is not telling me what to do. I don't respect you. You haven't earned your respect. You haven't done anything for me. You don't care about me. You're just here for the paycheck, and so am I. Let's just keep it like that. That's where most people live their life at level 1 leadership because they have a name tag. Okay. I don't expect you guys to listen to what I'm saying or do what I'm doing because of the rank that I'm making. It's got nothing to do with the rank. I don't expect you guys to listen to me anything other than the fact that I'm doing this call to help you personally develop. I'm doing this call. I send in trades. We use the scanners. We send in trades so you guys can get production-based or results from trading. Okay. This is now the 4th 90-day run we're going into, guys. I don't think you lot understand. You're not working with inexperienced people that have not done this before. It's just about who's with it, who's coming. Because either way, you're like, respectfully, it's getting done with or without you. Like the 2,000 people that are coming into this organization in the next year, whether you decide to contribute, whether you decide to sit on the bench, whether you decide to become a cheerleader, whether you decide to come onto the pitch and play, it's going to happen regardless, guys. Do you know why? Because there's 7 billion people in this world and people need this more than you think. When I went to Dubai and I was meeting people in the team and they was living in Bolivia and they make $300 a month. $300 a month is their job income. Right? There's people that are getting bombed in certain countries. There's people that are like there's so much madness going on in the world, and you have an opportunity where all they need to do is internet, but you want to gatekeep. We haven't come from the same cloth because how I was built up and how I was brought up is if something helps you and you can help other people, how dare you not share it? How dare you? Right? So this is the work. Other than Bells' call, if anyone wants to take part in a 90-day call, there's another call you guys need to watch before obviously we get the ball rolling. But all you need to do during these 90 days is work the business and work on yourself. Working the business is promoting, presenting, and prospecting. Prospecting is speaking to new people. Strangers will get you rich. Your family and friends won't. If they were the people, you'd already be rich. If I had waited for my friends and family to say yes, I'd still be at Tesco. Right? Presenting the business is just letting people know, explaining the business in detail, and promoting it is just getting it out there. I throw the rod out. All I do with the business is I throw out my rod. Anyone that's hungry, anyone that's serious, anyone that wants to make money, anyone that has a reason why, you will bite the bait. And now we can work together. Okay? Working on yourself is reading, audios, events, growing, and studying. Those are the two things all you have to do. But what most people do is they work harder on their job than they do themselves. I'm going to say that again. Most people work harder on their job that don't give two craps about you. And if COVID didn't teach you that, then I don't know what will. My mom lost her job. She was at a job for how many years? COVID came, gone. See you later. I had the only income in the house. Luckily, we had this opportunity. Work harder on yourself than you do your job. Read certain books. Wealthy people read books. Read leaders read. Leaders are readers, right? Listen to audios. The people you listen to will determine how quality your life is. Right now, you guys are listening to me. You need to listen to other people as well that are successful. Events. Munich was a life-changing event for not only myself, but I know a lot of the team. And grow yourself daily. Make sure you're not the same person 6 months from now. Make sure 6 months from now, you don't talk the same. You may not look the same. You don't dress the same. You don't have the same income. You don't have the same job. Right? Change, grow is good. It's good. Okay. Next, so promote. I'm not going to get into that. Ultimately, guys, anyone that thinks, oh, G4, no, you are the brand. Your name, your first and last name. Mr. Bonds is a brand. Aaron Carew is a brand. Samantha Thompson is a brand. When people hear your name, what do they think of? When people hear your name, what do they think of? And I'm not saying this from a point of care what people think, but you should have some sort of what's the word? Have some sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Some stature. Have some sort of stature about yourself. Some respect, ultimately. Self, oh, it's respect. Have some respect for yourself. What are you known for? The guy always drinking out on Fridays, the guy always doing balloons, the guy always smoking weed, right? The guy always changing jobs, the guy always trying new opportunities and quitting every other month. Like, what are you actually known for? What's your credibility? How much weight does your name hold? Some people don't give a dash, and it's scary because now your kids are gonna have to suffer from your consequence, from your decisions. Now your future family, your grandkids are gonna say, "Oh, pops, uncle, granddad, like what? Why this? Why that? Oh, my job, man. No time, man. Whatever people excuses make." Okay. When you promote, we get paid depending on how many people find out about us. And when it comes to this business, I need you guys to look at it as if, let's just say Ferrari. Okay. We do dream board and we go to Ferrari. I'm not buying £1 million Ferrari today. But because I said no to the dealership, it doesn't mean Ferrari's going to close down when I get out the shop. Some of us, our friends tell us no, and you say, oh, this ain't for me. This is too hard. But a year from now, 2 years from now, when I have got the milli to buy the Ferrari, do you think Ferrari is still going to be open? Of course, because it's a business. Because you never run a business, you don't know how to act. You crumble because you don't understand. I'm telling you guys how to act, how to think, what to become. Okay. Now, if you're on this call and there's only probably 2 out of 10 that I'm speaking to right now, but share whilst you learn. And I say that as in I joined the plat industry to learn how to trade. You may think you've joined to learn how to trade. I didn't have a choice, to be honest with you. Looking back now, I actually didn't have a choice. It was either learn how to trade or you ain't making no money. You guys got the scanners and you got copy and paste and you got copy trade. I didn't have none of that. But what I said to myself is, whilst I learn this skill set, I'm going to tell every single person, right? Not only because of accountability, because if I told everyone I can't quit, number one, but number two, it's going to work. So you're going to have to eventually say yes. And 98% of people that I shared with this have said yes at some point. Whether they're still here today, that's not my problem. But 98% of people that I told from 2020 January until April now, 2025, they at some point said yes to the opportunity, because how can you not if it works? Okay, get out of your way. With this opportunity, guys, it's not about you. It's not about how much money you make, how many, it's not about you. It's about how many people need this. Okay? Some of the biggest issues today, if you guys are still here with me, drop some of the issues that people have in today's world. What issues do people have in today's world? Drop them in the chat. What are some of the issues that people go through today? Okay? Poverty, money, debt, finance, money, depression, bossed around, health, poverty, addiction, lack of capital, money, modern day slavery. So basically, everything that we can help people with, we have the solution to most people's problem in today's day and age, but we don't want to tell people. We can actually not save the world. I love to say that, but there's too big for us to save. But we can help the people around us and people that are in proximity, people in our area, people in proximity, people that we know. We can help them because most people, their problems, we have the solution. For you to create wealth, I'm not here to get rich. I'm here to create wealth. You're here to create wealth. You're here to create generational wealth. You need to find a product and service that solves most people's problems. The reason why Jeff Bezos is the wealthiest man in the world, his business, Amazon, solves most people's problem. During COVID, his business tripled. His business tripled because he had one of the best solutions for most people's problems during that time. Today's day and age, 2025, most people live paycheck to paycheck. Inflation's at an all-time high. Gas bills at an all-time high. Housing's at an all-time high. What isn't at an all-time high? All-time high. Gold's at an all-time high. Bitcoin's at an all-time high. Everything's at an all-time high, but you want to keep this opportunity that can help people. Make it make sense. Get out of the way. Genuinely, get out of the way. Cool. So I need you guys to put this in your calendar if you haven't already. Okay, we've got so much going on over the next 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. We're going on a world tour at the end of the 90 days, but we've got a lot of events happening during these 90 days. The first thing that's happening is the 13th of April. Okay, now if you're on this call, there's 50, a few people have jumped off. That's all right, that's up to them. Okay, a few people on this call, all right, sorry, you 52 on this call, you are getting a personal invite to come to an office and event that is happening this Sunday. Whether you're a customer, whether you're an affiliate, whether it's your first day, it doesn't matter. You have now got a personal invite from myself where if you want to change your life the next 3 to 6 to 12 months, make sure you're at the office next Sunday. Okay? We've got one of our diamond leaders coming to our office. For anyone that don't know what diamond means, it means 50K a month in his sleep. He's 25 years of age, making double his age in income. That's a bar. Making double your age in income. The boy is 25, making 50 racks a month in his sleep. Do I know the time? 2 o'clock arrival, 2:30 start. Okay. So next Sunday, for anyone that's not on this call as well, right? Let them know. Next Sunday, 2 p.m. arrival, 2:30 start. We've got a very, very special guest in West London. He's from East, so we need to show him how the West babies rock, right? The week after, we're in Dublin with the man Joey, right? Joey is now doing this full time. He's now trying to help people where he grew up and where he's originally from. So we're going to be in Dublin next week. So anyone in Ireland, if you know any family, any friends in Ireland, let them know we're coming through. And at the end of the month, we're going to do a trading workshop. Okay. So the trading workshop's going to be going through the products and services. I really want to add this into what we have going on as an organization. But yeah, end of the month we'll have a trading workshop. We just need a location, which we'll have. It might be an Airbnb. And at the end of May, okay, the goal for the 90 days for myself and the organization is to create 10 new 2K a month earners. Okay. Those that qualify, you will have a villa that is all paid for. Okay. It's just flights you'll probably have to cover. Okay, so that is at the end of May. So very, very exciting stuff. I'm excited, guys. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm still pumping. I'm still vibrating from Munich, and hopefully you guys got some of the energy on tonight's call. All right, guys. So with that being said, we have gone over. All right. So apologies on that side of things. Let me just pause, stop recording.